Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad that you're here. I'm in my tunnel today. I came down here to do a quick harvest for some food that I'm gonna make for dinner. I'm gonna make some coleslaw. So I came to harvest our first cabbage and then also to get some carrots for the coleslaw. And I need carrots for a soup that I'm gonna be making tomorrow. So I thought I would bring you guys along and turn on the camera just for a quick minute. I have not been down here in 5 days. Y'all, we have not seen the sun. It has been raining, and more raining. So I've been in the house a lot. I have not been down here, but tomorrow is supposed to be the first day of sunshine that we will have in a week. So I'm excited about the sunshine, although the temperatures are going to drop and they're already dropping. And so the tunnel front door has been open because the temperatures have been like in the 60s. Pretty much all around. It hasn't been cold whatsoever. It's just been a dreary, rainy mess. But I'm going to actually close the front door tonight since the temperatures are going to drop. But I wanted to harvest and then also just talk to you about what's going on in my brain and my end of the year thoughts. So if you're brand new to me, my name is Barbara. I live in Tennessee in Zone 7B. And I've been gardening for the last 4 years and I absolutely love it. And I share my excitement and passion with you 3 times a week on YouTube, usually Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So if you're new to my channel and you have not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I would love for you to be a part of the community. But let's go ahead and harvest and then we're going to chit chat. The first thing we're going to harvest is carrots. And I really just need a handful to go in the soup. Now, I pulled 1 or 2 last week to check. One was good and was a pretty nice size. One was like medium size. So they may not all be ready. But at this point, I'm good with it. It's not a big deal. So let's just see what we can get. So if they're halfway big, that's okay. I'm starting with the rows that I did first, and woohoo, bingo, look at that. So that is pretty good. Like, that's a half one. That's okay. Let's see, that's another one. Yeah, I'm just gonna get enough for dinner. These look great. They look so good. I actually just ended up using all of the carrots from last year, so I don't have any carrots in my house. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is like awesome. Awesome. Okay, I think that is enough. Okay, that's enough for what I want to accomplish. I'll let the rest sit in there and get bigger, but these are really mostly all a pretty good size. And the reason why I'm not too concerned about it, like I said, I actually just ran out of my carrots from last fall. It is December. I put them in my refrigerator in January and I just used the last of them literally this weekend. So when I talk about growing enough food for a year until you have more, I don't just talk about it. I am doing it because I needed carrots. Instead of me going to the store, I can come right out here to my garden and get what I need for dinner, and I can still leave the rest in there too. I got I don't know, 75% of the row still left, and I have another row on the other side that is in there as well. But the reason why it's not a big deal whether they get big or not is because I know that I'm not taking them all. And then 2, it's cheaper for me to just get them from my garden than to go to the store. And then also I'm going to do another succession of carrots. So I will have one more wave of carrots for the spring before everything comes out for the summer. So I am to the good. So we have our carrots. Let's go ahead and snip off our carrots before we even get in the house, because we can just take off these carrot tops, and then when I get in the house I can wash them, but it'll be easier to manage without the tops attached. Now you can use these tops for pesto. I've never done it, but I've heard that you can. You can also use these carrot tops for broth. So that's what I will do. Okay, so now I have just my plain carrots, and then I'll chop this up a little finer, and then I'll just actually put this in my freezer for broth for later. Okay, so we got the carrots. So now let's go pick us out a cabbage. Oh, this is another thing I wanted to say about the carrot tops. Obviously, you can also compost them as well. But for me, I'm gonna put this, I have a freezer bag going for my next batch of broth. If you didn't see the video, I made homemade chicken broth, except it's vegan because I did not use chicken bones. You can obviously use chicken bones if you eat chicken, right? But that broth is so good. And in that video, I made 21 jars. Y'all, I only have 11 jars left. I did 21 pints. I used a lot of it during Thanksgiving. I used a lot of it over the weekend. I had a big event. That stuff is so good. I didn't realize I was gonna go through it that fast. So I'm already planning for my next batch. So I just have a freezer bag that I'm throwing my scraps in, onion peels, celery. I'll put these onion tops in there. Excuse me, carrot tops. So when it's time to make broth again, I just pull out that bag and we'll get to making our broth. Making your own broth is so easy and so convenient. There's no telling how much money I save by having that shelf stable on my pantry shelf versus going to the store, buying it in those cartons, and mine tastes way better. Now, let's go get our cabbage. Y'all, this is the first one I saw, so I'm just gonna grab this one right here. Look at all of these big, beautiful leaves. I really need my hori-hori for this instead of these pruners. But I can't find my hori-hori. So let's just see. I may just have to. No. Same thing with the cabbage leaves. You can cook these. You can compost these. So you can actually eat the whole plant. If I had my hori-hori, I would just snap this one chop and it would be done. But let's take a look. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Y'all, I grew that. I grew that. She is beautiful. Y'all, just like that, I can make coleslaw. Just like that. I just boop, boop, walk down from my, I didn't walk, I drove from my house. Go back up there. No money spent. Coleslaw about to happen. Y'all, growing your own food never gets old. So let's chat a little bit. So I've been mulling around thoughts in my head today, and I thought I would share them with you guys as we're wrapping up the end of another year. I started thinking about 2025 and the vision that I have for my garden, for my farm, for my business, just things that I want to accomplish. And one of the things that has been heavy on my heart is that if you are on the fence about growing your own food, let me push you off the fence. I mean that with so much love, so much compassion, but I think it is imperative at this point in our earth, what we have going on in the world with our food system and all of that, is that you owe it to yourself and to your family to at least try to grow your own food if you can. So maybe you landed on my channel because somebody said, hey, let me show you this cool girl who does gardening who had never gardened before. Maybe you happened on it by happenstance. You saw the picture, you saw the thumbnail. I don't know how you got here, right? Especially if you're new. But what I do know is that it's not by coincidence if you landed on the page today, as I'm talking about the need and the urgency to grow your own food. I believe with all of my heart that this upcoming 2025 summer gardening season needs to be one of the most pivotal and one of the most priority things on your list. This is not to scare you, and I don't have any inside information. All I have is what is in my heart and in my spirit about we need to grow our own food, and we need to be able to feed our families and not depend on the grocery store. That's all it is. You can take it for whatever it's worth. But if you have been growing food, playing, if it's been a little side thing and you're like, oh, I may do it, I may not, it's whenever I feel like it, I want to encourage you to really take inventory and really think about what can you do to grow more food in 2025. Maybe it's using the beds that you already have that you haven't been using. Maybe it's buying one additional bed. Maybe it's digging up one more little plot of land. Maybe it's buying one more container, one more GREENSTALK. I don't know what it is for you, but I want to encourage you to grow your own food in 2025. If you are brand new to gardening and you have landed on this page at this moment, I'm leaving you without excuse. I did a whole series that I just wrapped up about how to start your first garden. There's a whole playlist with 6 videos where I literally systematically walk you through from step A to Z about how to grow food. I did not know how to grow food 4 years ago. Literally, it was the first time I put my hands in dirt. And so I went through in order all of the things that I wish I would have known to grow food for the first time. So you are without excuse. I have laid it all out for you. Also, I am an open book. If you have a question, I will answer it. Whatever I know, you know. I don't keep secrets. I don't hide nothing. It's not just for me. I want all of your gardens to be lush, beautiful, and abundant. So that's number one that's rolling around in my head, is we must grow our own food and we must be serious about it, and let's grow more. This is the time to build up our pantries. This is the time to build up our coffers, our freezers. Learn, if you don't know how to preserve, learn how to preserve. This is the time to absolutely take a full front seat in your own food security. Okay? So that's number one that's rolling around in my head. Number two rolling around in my head is I'm thinking about the things that I want to do for the farm, for the garden, all that good stuff. And I wanted to ask you guys, what would you like to see more of in my content in 2025? Do you want to see more lives? Do you want to see me talk about something more? Do you want me in the kitchen more, garden more? Like whatever the things is, what workshops do you want? So consider this as your wish list request. Put down below on your wish list, what would you like to see on my channel and my content in 2025 that either you don't see enough of, you want more of, or you want to say, hey, make sure that you keep doing that, or I really like that. Okay. I will be doing virtual workshops probably from January until April, more than likely, probably during the heat of the summer, or the summer press, I call it. I probably will not be doing workshops. Just because there's usually it's a crazy time, busy time, traveling and all that good stuff. But I am going to try to do some workshops between January and April. The next workshop is January the 19th, which is pressure canning. So if you want to learn how to can, this is a great class for you. Although I would recommend water bath canning first. If you have not done water bath canning, I have a replay on that. But if you want to jump into the deep end and learn how to pressure can, it's January the 19th. And the link to register, well, really, you can already register on my site right now, but I'll formally put the link out there to register in the next week or so. And if you took my water bath canning class, you're going to get a special discount to take the pressure canning class. Okay. So that's number two, is what classes and stuff do you want to see? Okay. That's what's rolling around in my head today. I think that's it, y'all. That is it. It feels so good to be able to just come down on my property and grab what I need for dinner. Just like that. Just like that. There is no greater feeling. And especially, y'all, it's been rainy and dreary. Do you think I want to drive to the store? No. Do you think I want to have groceries delivered? No. This is the first time I've been outside pretty much all day. And that was just to come down here and get this stuff. And I'm about to go in the house and make me some coleslaw. And then I'm going to prep this stuff because I'm going to make soup tomorrow. Because this kind of weather, you just want some soup. It's cozy. It's going to make me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. That's what I'm doing. So I hope that you guys are having an amazing, amazing week whenever you see this video. At the time of this video, next week is Christmas in just a few days. I hope that you're spending time with the people that you love and the people that love you, and that you take some time to rest and do all the things. And let's not forget, y'all. It's dreary right now, and we're in the fall, winter gardening season. But in just 2 months, y'all, we starting seeds. In less than 2 months, we starting seeds. It's about to be on and pop it. Y'all know I'm excited. Y'all know I'm excited. You know I'm excited. So what I will be doing the last week of this year will be going through my seed catalogs and getting my plan together. If you have not ordered your seed catalogs, what you waiting on? What you waiting on? Get in line. Get in line. Okay, y'all. Let me get in the house. It's about to be dark. Let me see if this stuff needs to be watered. I don't think it does. But we'll put some water on if it does. And until next time, remember, gardening is a journey. Let's grow together, friend. I'll see you next time.